Hello, today we will explain about life cycle costing. Are you ready? Let's go! In this video, we are going to divide it into three parts, which are the introduction, the discussion of life cycle costing, and also the application of this method of costing in business. First of all, let us talk about the definition. Life cycle costing is a technique used to estimate the total cost of ownership. It may involve R&D costs, maintenance costs, marketing costs, and distribution costs. Next, what are the objectives of life cycle costing? The first one is life cycle costing assists management to smartly manage total cost throughout product life cycle. The second is to identify areas in which cost reduction efforts are likely to be more effective. Next objective is to estimate the cost of impact of various design and support opinions. Now, let us look at the concept of life cycle costing. The idea behind life cycle costing is to measure cost consequences of developing and making a product. Also, it helps to identify areas which cost reduction efforts are likely to be more effective.
Next, we will discuss on the stages of life cycle costing. It consists of 5 stages, which are development, introduction, growth, maturity, and decline. This is the graph for the stages of life cycle costing. We will discuss further about it. Are you ready? The first stage is development. The product has a research and development stage where costs are incurred but no revenue is generated. During this stage, a high level of setup costs will be incurred, including research and development, product design, and building for production facilities. It will establish what product the customer wants and how much he is willing to buy. Second stage is introduction. The product is introduced to the market. Potential customers will be unaware of the product or service, and the organization may have to spend further on advertising to bring the product or service to the attention of the market. Therefore, this stage will involve extensive marketing and promotion costs. The third stage is growth. The product gains a bigger market as demand moves up, sales revenues increase, and the product begins to make a profit. Marketing and promotion will continue through this stage. Competition also increases, and the company may need to reduce prices to remain competitive. In the growth stage, the primary key to success is to build customer preferences for specific brands. This requires strong brand recognition, differentiated products, and the financial risk. Fourth stage is maturity. Eventually, the growth in demand for the product will slow down and it will enter a period of relative maturity. It will continue to be profitable. However, price competition and product differentiation will start to erode profitability. The product may be modified or improved as a means of sustaining its demand. Finally, the last stage is decline. At some stage, the market will have bought enough of the product, thus it will reach saturation point. Demand will start to fall, which affects the prices to be lower. In the decline stage, a firm's strategic options become dependent on the actions of rivals. If many competitors leave the market, sales and profit opportunities increase. On the other hand, prospects are limited if all competitors remain. 4 basic strategies that are available in the decline phase are maintaining, harvesting, exiting, or consolidating.
Thank you, Aisha. Next, I will proceed with the application of life cycle costing in business. There are three applications, which is the first one is planning, second is controlling, and lastly is decision making. First, under planning, it will help the management to identify cost drivers that affect overall life cycle of the product and estimation of the number of variants. This will help to improve budgeting process as more accurate data can be incorporated into the planning phase. Second, it also can help management to make the detailed schedule for better cost projection spanning more than one calendar period. This is because relationship between cost and time period in which costs are expected to be incurred have been established. Lastly, the third one under planning is management is able to identify any possible variance in the estimation cost for further monitoring. This will help the management to be more prepared and taking early steps to mitigate risk. Next is under controlling. Under life cycle costing, negative variance found when comparing estimated costs and actual costs, which are used to evaluate the impact on product life cycle costs. This information helps management to determine which areas need to be focused on for cost reduction. At the same time, the variants are analyzed for further optimization and improvement. Optimization here means to reduce the impact of negative variance on product lifecycle costs by making sure the solution for them will have a positive overall impact on the total cost, and also reasons why variance can be used as references in future planning. Lastly is decision making. Decision making can help management to make better decisions when they can evaluate the relationship between several costs in a product's life cycle and see the extent of the impact from decision making. Besides that, it can also help management to decide which alternative is worth pursuing based on the total life cycle cost of the product and the estimated price in which it can be solved. Now let's look at the benefits of life cycle costing. First, it is full budget over the product life. This is because management will be able to look at the full budget, which covers the lifetime of the product, which includes all information such as expenses and revenues. Second, there will be more accurate cost per unit, as all the expenses from research and development until the restaurant cost was included in the product, and this will assist in forming accurate costs for the entire project instead of one particular aspect of it. The benefits is performance trade-off against cost. Life cycle cost technique not only focus on cost, but also consider other factors like quality of the goods and level of service to be provided. Lastly, it can also help the management to redesign the product. This is because when the profit is low, management may want to reduce the product cost. So, they can redesign back the product by withdrawing some further to reduce costs. They can do this in the early stage when products are not mass produced. On the other hand, management may also redesign the product by adding new features to extend the product life, which will maximize the profit as well. Lastly, I will explain about disadvantage of life cycle costing. First, Life cycle costing only make estimation from research and past experience. This method relies heavily on the estimation of revenue that received from market research and past experience. This will give impact to whole system if the estimation is wrong. Thus, the product will decrease in profit or even make loss to the company. Second, there will be high cost of performance due to planning and analysis work. It also involves complex cost model that is costly to set up and operate. For your information, the longer it takes for accurate data to be gathered to calculate product lifecycle cost, the higher the operating cost will be. Lastly, they will be not flexible when the market change. The life cycle expects the market to be precisely the same as our product is developed, produced, and sold to the market. But everything changes from time to time, and it will impact the product life.
That's all from us. Thank you for watching.